the eternal journey of Yeshua the Christ. Greetings, seekers of truth and wisdom. Today, we embark on a journey that transcends history, mythology, and philosophy. A tale as ancient as time yet as relevant as this very moment. The story of Yeshua the Christ. Before we begin, make sure to like this story if it resonates with you. Subscribe for more deep dives into history and spirituality. And drop a comment below with your favorite character from this epic saga. Do you favor the kings, the warriors, the demons, the angels, or the mystical creatures that crossed Yeshua's path? Now, take a deep breath, clear your mind. Let's journey together into the untold depths of Yeshua the Christ. His origins, his mission, his trials, and the mysteries that still echo beyond time. Chapter 1. The birth of light in a world of darkness. Before the birth of Yeshua, the world was a battleground between forces seen and unseen. The Roman Empire held power with an iron grip, its legions marching across continents, enforcing the will of emperors who called themselves gods. The people of Israel lived under oppression, their ancient prophecies whispering of a coming Redeemer, a Messiah who would free them. But this war was not merely of flesh and blood. It was a cosmic struggle between divine forces and the fallen ones. Since the dawn of time, the morning star, Lucifer, had waged war against the divine creator, twisting humanity's destiny through deception and power. The archangels Michael and Gabriel still fought in the heavens, awaiting the moment when the divine would step into the mortal realm. And so, in the small town of Bethlehem, under the guidance of celestial prophecy, a child was born. Yeshua, meaning salvation, was more than just a prophet or a teacher. He was the Logos, the Word made flesh, a being of both divinity and humanity, destined to challenge the darkness itself. But his arrival was not unnoticed. The three magi, scholars of the stars, had read the signs of his coming. They brought gold, frankincense, and myrrh, symbols of his kingship, priesthood, and impending sacrifice. Meanwhile, King Herod, a puppet of Rome and darkness, sought to kill the child, fearing the rise of a king who would challenge earthly powers. Yet, destiny had already written its course. Yeshua survived, and so began the journey of the one who would shake the very foundations of existence. Chapter 2. The Hidden Years. Secrets of the Messiah's training. Though many speak of Yeshua's birth and ministry, his early years remain a mystery. But whispers of hidden knowledge reveal that he did not spend his youth in obscurity. He trained. It is believed that Yeshua traveled beyond Israel, seeking wisdom from the East. In Egypt, he studied ancient spiritual teachings. In Persia and India, he encountered sages who taught of enlightenment, self-sacrifice, and divine consciousness. Some even claim he journeyed into Tibet, where monks recognized him as an incarnation of divine truth. But what did he learn? Some say he mastered the power of the spoken word, the ability to shape reality through divine vibration. Others claim he studied the art of healing, understanding the flow of life energy. And there are even whispers that he gained insight into the secrets of the fallen angels, learning the dangers that lurked in the shadows of the world. When he returned, he was no longer just a child. He was a force of change, ready to fulfill his purpose. Chapter 3. The Baptism. The unveiling of the Chosen One. At the age of 30, Yeshua approached the Jordan River, where John the Baptist, the wild prophet clothed in camel's hair, was calling people to repentance. As Yeshua stepped into the waters, something shifted in the heavens. The veil between dimensions grew thin. And then, it happened. The Spirit of the Divine descended upon him like a dove, and a voice from beyond spoke. "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." This was the beginning. The battle had begun. Chapter 4. The 40 Days of Trial. The War with Darkness. Immediately, Yeshua was led into the wilderness, a battleground not of swords, but of spirit and will. For 40 days he fasted, his body weakening but his soul growing sharper than any blade. And then, at his weakest, the adversary came. Lucifer, the fallen prince, appeared before him. "You are the Son of God," he whispered. "Turn these stones to bread." Yeshua refused. "Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the divine." Next, Lucifer took him to the highest temple. "Throw yourself down. The angels will catch you." Again, Yeshua stood firm. "You shall not test the divine. Finally, the Dark Prince revealed all the kingdoms of the world. "Bow to me," he said, "and I will give you everything." But Yeshua, the true king, replied, "Away with you, Satan. Only the divine shall be worshipped." With that, the shadows recoiled. The darkness had lost its first battle. Chapter 5. The Ministry, Miracles, Truth, and Enemies. For 3 years, Yeshua walked among the people, healing the sick, casting out demons, raising the dead. His words cut through the illusions of power and corruption. He exposed the hypocrisy of the religious elite, the cruelty of empire, and the lies of the unseen forces manipulating the world. But not everyone welcomed him. The Pharisees and Sadducees, bound by pride and fear, saw him as a threat. The Romans, fearing rebellion, watched him closely. And in the shadows, unseen entities whispered in the ears of men, plotting his downfall. The battle was nearing its climax. Chapter 6. The Betrayal and the Sacrifice. One of his own, Judas Iscariot, became the pawn of darkness. For 30 pieces of silver, he led the soldiers to the Garden of Gethsemane, where Yeshua had been praying. Arrested, beaten, mocked, he stood before Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor, who asked, "What is truth?" But the truth was already before him. And still, the world chose darkness over light. Upon the wooden cross, Yeshua bore the weight of the world's sins. His hands and feet were pierced. The sky darkened. The earth trembled. And in his final breath, he whispered, "It is finished." But was it? Chapter 7. The Resurrection and the Mystery Beyond. On the third day, the tomb was empty. Yeshua had defeated death itself. But his story did not end there. Before ascending, he spoke of a future return, a second coming, when the final battle between light and darkness would be waged. Even now, his influence shapes the world. His message remains, waiting for those who dare to seek it. Final thoughts. The eternal choice. And so, dear seeker, the question remains, what do you choose? Do you follow the path of truth, sacrifice, and divine light? Or do you remain in the illusion of power and darkness? The journey of Yeshua, the Christ, is not just history. It is a call to all who dare to awaken. Like, subscribe, and comment below. Who is your favorite character in this grand saga? Are you drawn to the angels, the warriors, the kings, or the mystical creatures that played a role in his story? Until next time, stay in the light. Peace be upon you.